Good evening or good morning. Good to have you back here again. How did you sleep? How have you been? Did you have a little bit of time to rehearse or reread the information that we have learned yesterday? If not, that's okay. You've got a whole life to do so. Geht's wieder? Okay. Mandy said hello with coughing to you. Okay, let's go ahead. We have a lot to go through today. Most of the theory we went through yesterday and also quite a few of the practice, but we haven't integrated it into the practice, which means into the whole method. But remember, it is about movements, which we learned today, focus, I have explained yesterday, together with the visualization or mind activity. We have hand forms, which we have learned, and we have sounds, which we will learn today, together with the movements. And then we have integrated it all. So now step by step, we will start at the beginning and go through. One short thing that I did not involve or integrate into the handouts this time is a sheet about reactions, information about reactions, because we are at the fourth method, and so you would have received the reaction sheet at least once when you learned Tian Yuan and Di Yuan and the supplementary exercises in the what I call basic course, and also in Ren Yuan I have incorporated it into the handouts. If you read the book Wellbeing Begins With You, there is a big chapter about Qi reactions in there as well. So if you are not familiar with Qi reactions yet, within your knowledge about it or your understanding, I recommend to you to read this chapter or to read up on the sheets about the Qi reactions, because it might happen that you have reactions when you, on the emotional level, for example, especially when you are learning Sha Yuan. I have put specific information into the Qi field today, all day, and last night after the class about that reactions aren't necessary because I myself, I forgot to put that in. Specifically into the Qi field I built for teaching you guys Sha Yuan this time. And yesterday I was prone to emotional reactions funny or enough, or actually quite understandably, it was on the level of the spleen, being a little bit anxious about teaching, which I haven't been in quite a long time. And I was wondering yesterday all day long, what the heck is going on with me? And then I remembered, oh, I didn't put that no reactions are necessary and everything is just going to transform like this without any, big waves up and down. And so today was much better. No more anxiousness today. No more anxiety. Well, it wasn't anxiety, but it was anxiousness, really. So if you practice Sha Yuan and you experience some of the emotions that you used to have, either before you started Tian Yuan, Di Yuan, or the work with Ren Shui altogether, and now they're coming back, that's okay. It's just that this kind of information is clearing on a deeper level and it actually is dispersing as you experience them. But you need to know how to deal with Qi reactions on that level as well. Basically, you just ignore it and adjust your state of consciousness again. But please do read up on Qi reactions, just so you know what to do. Chi reactions are a great sign, but it's nicer to not have any, and you also don't need any. They're not necessary. So, we're going to move on into the, first of all, before we learn the sounds, we're going to learn the opening. We're going to learn the sounds integrated in the 5 segments of the organs. So Yuan has 3 main segments. The opening, the 5 organ segments, and the closing. Simple, right? The opening has a beautiful name. It's called Unify Heaven, Earth, Human. Create do from the essence of heaven and earth. And we're going to look at this now. So first, I will actually show you the opening. There's not much to see, but a little bit. So you can just go ahead and relax and just enjoy and drawing back information. So like always, before any Yuan Gong method, you go through the requirements of the preparation, which is 2 steps, relaxation and Qi field building. You can use the 6 verses for this, and you have learned those as well in the basic course, so we won't go through this again today. If you have any questions to that and you're participating in the web class, you can bring up a question to that if you'd like to for the web class, and we can take some time then actually to go through it. So this is the opening. Unify human, unify heaven, earth, human, create do from the essence of heaven and earth.
Lean.
This was, of course, the whole method of Yuan, not just the beginning. So after I've done the opening, I thought, oh, I just show them the transition into the organ segment liver. And then I thought, I show you the whole flow throughout the whole method, how it's supposed to look like. So you get a kind of a sense of the flow, the natural, constant fluidity from one segment into the other. There is no stop, no, everything flows. Your breath is flowing with the movement and everything. And so now we can learn the whole method with having seen it once for you guys. So we can all stand up to, or maybe, hold on, maybe I just explain one thing first. So first, you lift chi and you drop chi up and down. After the preparation, you lower your body a little bit while you allow your hands to come up about to the level of your chest. And it's the back of your wrists is leading the movement. Okay, so the back of your wrist is like you have, they're not completely hanging, the hands, but they're very loose. And then as if there would be a string, you just let it come up here from here. So this is the movement. And then from here, you press chi down. And you lower the body, and then naturally you stand up and you lift chi, and then you guide chi down and you naturally go down. And you can do this movement as much as you want. It is very beautiful. It's a really ancient method from Tai Chi. Maybe you have recognized it. This is the one movement you always see in movies, besides going this way then. But this is one thing that you see doing people a lot when they practice Tai Chi. It is very deeply calming. It is really beautiful, and it's unifying, on a very high level. So it brings the requirement for whole of Yuan actually into the whole practice, because the unification is very strong. This is due, first, the movement, but secondly and mainly due to the mind activity that we do while we do the opening. So what you imagine is that you draw chi from the whole universe through your whole body down and up. So it's like it goes through your whole body and unifies with the universe above, and then the whole universal chi comes down and goes through your whole body and unifies with the universe below. What you can feel if you're sensitive to chi and if you're doing it right is a very strong flow of chi up and down your body, through the whole body. It's almost like as if you would be a water hose and someone would be pouring water through you or upwards you, inside of you. It's a very strong sensation and it's beautiful, so beautiful. You can help yourself with an association. This is my analogy. Maybe it helps you too. Have you ever seen the ocean line, the horizon? Or on a mountain maybe, when you see the whole horizon of mountains and there's the definite line between heaven and earth? Yeah? So you imagine that you are as wide as this horizon and you're lifting the whole horizon up and down through you. You want to unify eventually with the whole universe, literally upside down, mixing it together, and it's merging within the middle. So the more expanded your mind can work, your mind can associate with, also the bigger, the more chi you will probably feel, the stronger chi sensation you will feel, because you will activate more chi. Good. You might have, maybe you felt something when you were watching that this is going on. Sometimes you can feel it in the room when one person is practicing and that person is quite has a quite strong mind, strong Shen. You can feel the whole chi of the whole room moving up and down. So it's the chi in the whole chi field moves up and down. Yeah, that's how strong this movement of the chi through your mind can be. That's it. It's very simple. It's very straightforward. It's lovely. So you do this as often as you want. You can do it 2 minutes, you can do it 1 minute, you can do it 15 minutes, or you can do it an hour. You can make a whole practice out of this yourself. Then, with the last time, whenever you decide this is the last time, you're coming up, and naturally your hands are, as they come up, they naturally start turning. The left hand goes up, like in Ren Yuan, the right hand goes down, and you form and hold the chi ball, a chi field, and you just, there's no stop. You just form the prenatal He Yin hands that we learned yesterday in front of your middle dantian. Left hand is looking down, right hand is looking up. Yeah? And in this position, the next part of the beginning starts, which is creating dew from the essence of heaven and earth. And what we mean with this is we want to gather saliva. Saliva is the dew from the essence of heaven and earth. And it's done with mouth qigong. Mouth qigong has several sequences. Number 1 is opening and closing the teeth. Number 2 is the red dragon swimming in the sea, outside, left and right. Then we have the red dragon swimming in the sea, inside, left and right. Then we have the saliva being squished around, rinse, like you're rinsing your mouth. And then you have the swallowing chi in 3 streams, or swallowing the essence, the dew, in 3 streams down to dantian. So, number 1, opening and closing the teeth is very simple. I cannot show you that because the lips are always closed. You just open your teeth as wide as you can open them with your lips still closed. And then you close and you open and you close. 1 time open and 1 time close is 1, 2, 3, 4. And you do this 18 times. The 18 is there to have you focus. That is the movement. You want to do it as hard so you can hear a definite sound when you close your teeth. So you just don't want to just lay your teeth on top of each other. You want to really hear them close. Okay? But you don't need to smash your teeth together either. So find a good balance there. But you want to extend some force on your teeth. Your teeth are an extension of bones in Chinese medicine. Well, also in Western, I would assume it's bone. So that means it rules the kidneys, or the kidneys rule your teeth because they rule the bones. And so you can strengthen your kidney qi, or also when you work on the kidney qi later on, you can strengthen your teeth. Yeah. So there is a mind activity to mouth, to open and close the teeth. It's the same activity actually as before, just that you draw qi from both sides, the heaven and the earth. So the universe below you and the universe above you. And every time you close, it's like you're mixing the qi inside your mouth cavity. In this area, the qi of the universe above and below is unifying. And then you unify with the whole universe again, and then you close again. And you open, and you draw qi deep into the whole area here. Okay? So can you imagine you bring huge amounts of qi from above and huge amounts of qi from below, and here they're just mixing. They all become one. Huh? So there's a huge amount of Yuan qi coming in, and very strong healing of your gums, your teeth, your tongue, your saliva, and all these kinds of, also everything in here can happen. And the qi there can be activated. The next step is immediately following after the 18th time. So when the last time you open your teeth, you keep the teeth open and you push the tongue out on your teeth outside. So maybe I have to show you that. Even so, it should be clear. You have your tongue. Let me show you that. So you bring your tongue out. And so on. So you circle your tongue outside to the back of the teeth, up, always on the gums, to the back of the teeth, down and around, inside, but outside of the teeth. Okay? So you have seen my tongue. You circle like this, 6 times to the left, and then 6 times to the right. So there is some focus expected of you. That's why Janse has put the numbers on. If you stay focused with the amount, you stay very focused. That's why we count here. Counting qi is one area of, as an old traditional qigong exercise, and counting qi is incorporated into the mouth qigong exercise here for the opening of Sha Yuan. So this is another example for how you see the knowledge and the totality involvement of Janse's understanding of qi. Okay? So, red dragon swimming in the sea, outside 6 times left, outside 6 times right. Then you bring your tongue inside, you close your teeth, and you'll slide your tongue along. Again, this is called red dragon swimming in the sea inside to the left 6 times, and to the right 6 times. And you simply follow along with your tongue all the way to the back of the teeth, down, around again, to the other side of the back, up and back, and then you continue those circles. So your teeth are closed, and your tongue is circling where the gums and the teeth meet. Okay, so your tongue tip is like a brush inside. Yeah, very simple. I cannot show you this because you don't see anything. You just have to think, when your teeth are closed, you just circle along the gum line. Yeah? You need to relax your tongue very much to be able to do this. Also, while you're doing this, a lot of saliva is gathering. So you need to stay lifted up from Bai Hui, so you don't choke on your saliva, so to speak. It needs to gather in the bottom of your mouth here. Yeah. So when you start doing this, it will start flowing down here. So you need to lift up from Bai Hui. Keep your chin towards the throat in the O. Actually, this is our natural position of holding our body. So mouth Qigong is helping you there too, practicing there too, so you don't sit or stand like this. Yeah, lift it from Bai Hui. The mind activity in both areas, also red dragon swimming in the sea outside and inside, is that you are dragging chi from everywhere in the universe and you are accumulating it in the area of your mouth, the chi field of your mouth. Okay? And you're steering the chi around. Basically, it's a different form than what we have learned in the basic course, the rubbing chi. You're just rubbing chi. You're drawing chi from everywhere and you're integrating it here. And this happens all the time. So chi is coming in and it's being spiraled inside the mouth area. Six times left, 6 times right. The next step is then to rinse with the saliva. By this time, you have gathered a lot of saliva. It's a pool. And then you start washing your teeth with the saliva. Yeah? So you move it forward and back and forward and back. And again, you can use a mind activity and you can imagine, as the saliva is a form of essence. It's a very, very high potency fluid containing a lot of chi now and a lot of good information, because of course with the mind activity you have entered information like my teeth and my gums are healthy, all my fluids in the body are healthy. For example, the saliva is a fluid and it's also connecting to hormones this way. My hormonal system is completely balanced. My teeth, my whole skeletal structure is healthy because my teeth are an extension of my bones. You can add whatever information you want to according to what you have learned yesterday about the organs and about fluids and about, you know, just study up on what you have learned yesterday and what you have in the handouts. And apply everything you have learned about healing within Ren Shui, you know, your mind activity and what we have learned yesterday about visualization and mind activity. Positive, uplifted, unifying. So you're very busy, but very calm while you're doing the mouth Qigong. Yeah? This is an area we seldom focus on. And you can, for example, start applying this, the mind activity, while you brush your teeth. It will be very beneficial as well. So the mind activity while you're rinsing with the saliva is, you can imagine that huge tsunamis of chi are washing through the chi field of your teeth. Your teeth are not there anymore. There are no structures. There's no teeth. There's just only qi. And you're moving the qi field everywhere around. So there is no sick information staying back anywhere. It's all being washed out. Okay? And the next step is to swallow in 3 streams. The mind activity here is the most important. You swallow a part of the saliva and you imagine that you have it streaming down left side of the central channel to Dantian, and you guide it down and you want to feel it in Dantian. You actually feel the qi arriving like this with a goom. You can actually hear a sound when you make it well, when you make it good. And it's like dum. So the qi really bumps into boom, into lower dantian. Very cool sensation it is. Then you swallow another part of the saliva down on the right side of the central channel. Dum. And then you swallow in the central the rest. Dum. So you swallow, and then you just keep guiding it down with your mind, and eventually it drops down. So the qi takes over a little bit the movement and takes the mind with it into lower dantian until you feel it arriving into dantian with it. If you don't feel the qi arriving like this, you have to guide it down with your mind. Just think it's going there, keep your mind in dantian, then swallow again, and then swallow again. So that's mouth qigong. Number 1, open and close, 18 times. Red dragon swimming in the sea outside, left 6 times and right 6 times. Red dragon swimming in the sea inside, left 6 times and right 6 times. Rinsing with the saliva 6 times. And then swallowing the saliva in 3 streams with the qi to lower dantian. This is very important. You want to bring this enriched saliva and this essence down into your dantian to nourish your physical qi. You should never actually spit out saliva in a very forceful way. If possible, you should always swallow it down to dantian. Saliva is a very high potency holding qi fluid of your body. Actually, all the fluids like sweat or tears or mucus, it should all stay inside and brought to dantian to be cleared there. Okay. That's all is happening with the prenatal He-Yin hands in front of dantian, middle dantian. And at the end of mouth qigong, after the swallowing, you draw the qi from the universe, closing from prenatal He-Yin hands to He-Yin hands, deep into middle dantian. And then you open again to prenatal He-Yin hands and you think the universe. You close again deep into middle dantian to He-Yin hands, and you open again to prenatal. And your mind is opening everywhere and closing and drawing qi deep into middle dantian. So what you're actually doing now is you're opening and you're closing your middle dantian. Similar to when you do middle dantian breathing, when you do Yuan, the second method. Just that here you may be feeling a stronger qi sensation because you use your hand forms. Remember, your hands are very strong connected to your Shen, and it brings in a lot of qi. So you do this 6 times at least. So you want to close your hands to Yin hands 6 times at least. And the last time you open, you form the liver hands and you bring them to the sides of the body. And here is where we start with the 5 organ segments. Okay? So, how about we going to practice? Actually, we don't need to practice the mouth Qigong much. This is just something you have to learn and then practice and remember it. We're gonna practice this at the end, okay? But what we're gonna do, or maybe we should practice at least 1 round or 2 rounds each side, just for the sequence. That's a good idea. And because I wanna practice the open and closing with you, okay? Let's have a look, let's go. Let's do it all together. The whole opening. So put your feet shoulder width apart and parallel. Look straight forward. Draw your vision back. Tongue tip is resting on the upper palate. Relax your whole body, lifting from Vai Hui. Relaxing head, chest, the whole back, the arms are hanging. Relax your abdomen and the lower back, the pelvis. Think Hui Yin and lift Hui Yin to Ming Men. Relax your legs. Think inside. You're empty. Send your awareness out into the universe. Draw the awareness back, calm and peaceful. Open to the universe with reverence and Gongqing. And let the bright universe nurture your heart with love and compassion. You are relaxed, free, joyful. Qi is flowing harmoniously and smoothly. Now gently allow your wrists to float up in the air and lower your body just a little tiny bit. Open your eyes. Imagine the whole horizon of the universe is coming down into your body, the head and the body flowing down your whole body, pressing the Qi down. And then lifting up from above, from the wrists, the back of your wrists. Pressing Qi down. From the universe, the whole Qi goes through your whole body down in the universe below. And from there, lifting Qi up. Now the Qi is flowing strongly. Feel it in your body lifting and going down. And coming up, we form left hand on top, the prenatal Yin hands, going to a ball first, and then bringing the hands together in front of middle dantian. Now close your eyes. Open and close the teeth. 1, 2, 3. Keep going. Imagine the universe, the heaven and the earth are mixing together inside your mouth cavity. 16, 17, 18. Keep the lips closed. Open the teeth. Bring your tongue out. Red dragon swimming in the sea outside to the left. to the back of the teeth, down the back of the teeth, over to the front, to the right, the back, all the way up, circling up on the top teeth, stop in the middle, to the right, go to the right, down, over, relax your shoulders, keep going, left up, all the way from the back to the center. Now bring your tongue inside, close your teeth, put the tongue up on the top teeth where the gums are meeting, red dragon swimming in the sea, inside, left, across the gum line, down and back over to the center, back to the right, up, across the gum line, back to the center, go to the right, all the way to the back, all the time drawing chi into the whole area of your mouth, left, back, up and back to the center, up, inside. Now rinse with your saliva, wash it, squash it around, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now think the left channel, imagine, swallow and swallow down, think to lower dantian. Swallow another part of the saliva on the right channel, down. And swallow saliva down the central channel to lower dantian. Feel the chi arriving there. And bring your mind into the universe, everywhere, close from prenatal Yin hands. Think middle dantian and draw the chi there. Chi is gathering inside middle dantian. Open to prenatal Yin hands, think the universe. Close, think deep inside to Yin hands. Open. 3, close. Mind activity deep inside middle dantian. Open. Far out in the universe. 4, close. Open. 5, close. Open. Close. Number 6, think deep inside. Now open, form the liver hands and lower your body halfway. The hands go to the sides of your body. The elbows are naturally on the side of your body, not behind your body and not below. And the arms are on a right level, a right angle. And your liver hands are looking upwards. Maybe I come a bit closer. Can you see? Liver hands looking upwards and not there, just very naturally. And from here we start into the movement, which we can learn right away before we learn the sound. Standing up, stretching your right arm out all the way to the height of your shoulder. And you turn your body all the way. The upper body is facing this way. Now turn a bit more with your hips, yeah. And then you come back again, lowering the body. And you stand up, pointing with the liver hand out to the other side. And you should now face all the way, the whole body is facing out. Your hand is on the height of your shoulders. On the camera it looks a bit different, but can you see? I am on the right height. Good. And then coming back in, bringing the elbow back down to the center. And to the other side. To the right, back down, to the left, back down, and so on. So you can stand up. Draw Qi back to middle dantian for a moment. Close your eyes. Think middle dantian. Qi is gathering. And gently open your eyes. So in Sha Yuan, instead of nourishing Qi in lower dantian, you can nourish Qi always in middle dantian. You just want to keep drawing Qi back to the middle dantian. This was the opening. Very simple, right? It's just a matter of actually sitting down and learning the sequence, and then it's very simple. The mind activities have been taught through and practiced throughout the first 3 methods actually. So now it's really just time to apply. And we have learned the movement for the liver. I wonder if we shall learn the movements for the others. Yeah, since we're standing now, let's learn the movements for the others, and we'll learn the sounds later, like after the movements. So we've just done we do each sound 6 times. Each organ sound we do 6 times, which is easy in the liver. 1, just have a look. 2, 3, you're always staying upright. 4, whenever you stretch the arm, you will make the sound. You breathe in when you come down. You breathe out and make the sound. You breathe in when you come down. You breathe out. This is number 6. And on the way to the center, you form the hard hands. You come roundabout to the center. And then you make the sound with going down. You form a heart. You just circle a heart around. With the elbows being your pivot point, the Drehpunkt. Then you're lifting Qi up inside, breathing in, breathing out, making the sound, forming a heart. Breathing in, and forming a heart. Making the sound. So you do this 6 times. Very simple. That's all the movement for the heart. So what happens is that you want to gently lift your shoulders, but not too much. And then you relax them all the way down again. So it's not that you really pull up the shoulders like this. Yeah? They come naturally a little bit and just relax. So basically don't pay any attention to the shoulders is the best thing. Just, yeah, the shoulders stay relaxed, basically, actually. I'm sorry. The shoulders stay relaxed. That's what it is. Okay. Last sound, number 6, you come to the center and you form the spleen hands. So you're standing up halfway roundabout. And you've been breathing in. And now comes the movement for the spleen. The left fist is going up, the right fist is going down, and they both are besides the body, so to speak. You don't want to be on top or in front. You want to be, can you see? Beside the body. So you're going a little bit from the center, a little bit outside, and you stretch your elbows completely. And the fist, the face of the fist is looking upwards and downwards. Remember, I've explained that yesterday. So you have to have a look what you're doing, because often it feels like you have the fist up, but it happens that this is what happens often. That you're pushing the palms up instead of the face of the fist. Okay? So this is basically just some attention. You bring some focus to this. So from the heart, fingers, last sound, you come and stand up midway. You bring your hands to middle dantian. And from here you make the spleen sound and the spleen visualization. Left hand up, right hand down. And then you breathe in, you come to the center, and you just switch the, you just switch the fists. Down, making sure both hands are basically really stretched, the elbows especially, and besides the body. So you do 3 times. You make the sound 6 times, and you make the sound each time you're going upwards. So the right hand would be the last sound of the 6. You're coming down, and on the way you form the lung hands, which is the ring finger, looking upwards, and you're halfway down. They connect actually a little bit. And then you bring from middle dantian up, the elbows come down and in, and here you open, the elbows stay at the body, and you open your whole chest. And from here, you open your chest up and out. And the head goes, still lifting from Bai Hui, not doing this. But the whole head is going up. So you want to open the whole chest here up, the lung chi. And that's when you make the sound. And then you come down and you round out your body. You bring the elbows almost not touching, but almost together. And you stand up, making the sound. You're breathing in, rounding out the lungs to the back. You stand up, making the sound. And the last time you just naturally stay how you are and you come down and lower the body a little bit, forming the liver hands. At middle dantian. And then you stand slightly up. Left hand again is going up first. So can you see? The little finger is the kidney finger. So the left hand is inside your heart. The right hand is inside your fingers. Your kidneys. And the fingers are crossing in front of each other. So can you see? You don't have them like this, and you're circling around like this. You're circling around like that, basically. Being on the level of, do you see what I mean? They overlay each other. So this is how you go up and down and up. When the left hand is going up, I go back a little bit. So you form your hands coming down. Then you stand up, left hand is going up. You breathe in, and with the left hand going down, you lower the body and you're making the sound for the kidneys. The right hand goes to the front, circling down a little bit, not too much. Breathing in, making the sound when the left hand is coming down. Breathing in when you stand up. Left hand down, making the sound. Breathing in when you stand up. Left hand down, making the sound. You do this 6 times, so this is the 6th sound. Let's say this is the last kidney sound, so you come down. And then you come with both hands, you form sun shao hands. And you come halfway up. So you're halfway. Now you're breathing in. You come up with your hands to the level of your shoulders. And then you move the chi down, 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 and you make the sound. And here you turn the fists and you come up. See the rings? And you circle down, down, down. And so you do this 6 times. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in inside the bottom of the lower Dan Chao. And breathing out. And you visualize bright, transparent light in the meantime. And the last time you come up, you form again, left hand on top, and you form the circle, and you come to Hei in hands. And then you nourish chi. And this is where the end begins. So the closing is beginning. This is the end of the 6 organ segments. 5. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 segments of the organs. 5. So we have, hold on, you can't see me, so I step back a little bit. So we have the 5 yin organs, and then San Chao is for all the yin organs. Yeah? So there's one thing about San Chao. I will use this little gadget there. Let's have a look. Okay. I will try for this little for San Chao something. Let's see if I can do this. So there is a human, legs. Actually, this human stands from the side. So here is the nose. Okay, that's not a very good thing, but I need to get to somewhere actually that's something else. So let's have a look. What I want to show you is the circle of the San Chao hands. What happens is actually you go up and you turn. You make an 8 and you go down and you make an 8. So this is what, this is what you're doing with your San Chao hands, okay? So you're not simply going up and down and you just turn the hands here and you turn the hands here. This is wrong, okay? This here is the right version. Do you see what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Your San Chao hands are making an 8. Okay? So you're not just turning your hands here and then you go up and down. They make a round. They come up and they make a round towards your body, but you don't go away too far. And then you go. Let's have a look. Where's my nose? Now it fits into the nose. I'm trying to fit with this person. Here. No? I'm just being silly. Sorry, I just played with this new gadget in my course. Maybe not smart. So you're here and you're coming up and it goes a circle down. And you're coming in, going a little bit outside away from your body, turning. So can you see? You're steering the chi around actually inside of your body. Maybe. Wrong side. Yeah, so you wanna you want to steer the chi inside of your body like an 8 in the 3 chows, in the sun chow. Okay? I hope this made it clear. Let's take this away. Great. It is a cool gadget, I have to say. Thank you. Okay. So this is so far, let me just get into a good position for the sounds. This is so far the movements of the opening and the mind activities and the movements of the organs. It's very simple, as you've seen. Now all we have to do is the closing and the sounds. How do we make the sounds? First of all, there's 3 ways of how to make the sounds. There is the Qing way, the Qi way, and the Shen way of making a sound. The Qing way is the physical sound and is the sound that you will make in the beginning. Now, in traditional martial arts, this used to be very loud, very vibrant, and very huh. Because we want to use these sounds to activate healing qi, the sound is going to be very soft, very even, very calm, and very low. So there is no going on. You want to make a sound. What you want to make is you want to activate the sound in your middle dantian, so low down here. So you want to speak from your middle dantian. You don't want to make it the sound here in your nose or throat area. Okay? But just so you know, maybe you focus first on the pitch. So don't make a high pitch sound, make a low pitch sound. They're very low, very soft, and actually very gentle sounds. We do want to activate the sounds in a calming way. We want to activate the qi, we want to activate the qi with the sounds in a calming way of simple vibration. So then the organ qi can be balanced and harmonized. We don't want it to shoot anywhere. Do you understand? We're really trying to have it contained in a way, controlled, so it's balanced and peaceful and harmonized. In the beginning, you do want to hear the sound, and you also want others around you actually hear the sound. Not so they hear it just for, actually strike that. What you want to achieve is that you feel a vibration in the areas that we have indicated yesterday for the liver, the spleen, the heart, the lungs, the kidneys, and sun chow. So you want to feel vibrations there everywhere. Specific sound, specific area. If you do not feel, I have gotten one question in overnight, and that was from someone who practices it but doesn't feel the sounds or the vibration yet. So what you can do there is maybe you need to strengthen the focus first and just keep practicing. Or maybe you lower the pitch, or maybe you haven't got the sound right. The sounds are ancient sounds, and they have to be done in the right way. So only the right sound will activate a certain type of chi. Yeah, otherwise you could sing, I don't know, Alle meine Entchen. It's a German children's song. I don't have an equivalent right now for you in the English version, but you know, you cannot just sing anything. You need to have that's why we have those ancient sounds. And I remember Janse talking about sounds actually and looking into it for Yuan Gong to create new sounds. But he then decided to use the ancient sounds because he couldn't find anything better. And he said, why use or why create something better? Why create something that is not better than what exists already? So he only created Yuan Gong because he saw where there can be improvements made, and what already is a very good method, he just used that to incorporate it into Yuan Gong. But he still, you know, he adjusted it a little bit, but he did not adjust those 6 ancient sounds. But he brought 3 others, 3 others into it. Okay? Good. So just trust the knowledge of Janse and trust the power of those sounds. Keep practicing. Eventually you will feel the vibration there. It might be that you're making the physical sound too loud, and this is why you do not feel a vibration inside. If you are making the sound too loud, your whole consciousness, your awareness is drawn in the external, and the effect is evaporizing. Evaporizing. So soft, gentle, low pitch, and deep focus inside the area. The best way of practicing the sounds is actually, first of all, sitting in a good posture or standing upward, but also, you know, lying flat, basically. Relaxed, being very relaxed is important. And you can just practice the sounds, just sitting somewhere calmly, not doing the movements. You can maybe support with your hand forms. So when you do the liver form, you can have the liver hands. When you do the kidney sound, you make the kidney hands. And you just practice with closed eyes. I recommend, you know, the normal preparation, relax and build yourself a chi field with the purpose of sound practice. You can put the information in that you are wanting to activate your original organ chi, your pure organ chi. This is the purpose of this chi field. And then you apply Dantian breathing for a little while, and then you form any hand form, and then you just make the sounds. You can make the sounds for 5, 10, 15 minutes, the same sound, and just keep going deeper and deeper. So practicing the sounds outside of your actual Yuan practice is very effective. In nature, it's very beautiful as well. And you can also turn on the CD. You can buy the CD from Yuan. There is Janse making the sounds. But be aware, then you have external focus again. So you want to draw it in. Otherwise, me personally, Yuan is the 4th method. And I really recommend to actually practice without CD. Except in a group situation. Other than that, sit down, learn the sequences, and then do it from your mind. Do it from your heart. No direction from outside. It never fits with, you know, it all is going after the rhythm of your breath. And your breath is your breath. And as you are practicing, your breath is supposed to get smoother, slower, deeper, longer, and more even. And this happens throughout the practice, more and more, you know. So when you always have to do something when someone else is directing you, this could be one reason why you do not feel vibrations, because your focus is in the external. So my recommendation really is to not use the CDs for practicing, except when you do sound practice, you can use Jance's sounds. But then again, you still have issues with the breathing. Yeah, but it's for in the beginning, it is a really good way. Okay, where are we? The way we breathe in and out. You have practiced a lot of Dantian breathing by now in D1, or hopefully when you go to sleep, or when you are walking in the desert in the Mongolia, or when you're wherever in nature. You can always apply Dantian breathing. You can also apply Dantian breathing at the airport. You just keep it inside then, instead of expanding out. Or you can expand to the universe and coming back in. And in nature, you can unify your Dantian breathing with the chi of nature. There's very natural chi around. So, back to Yuan. Dantian breathing. So you breathe in with closed mouth. You breathe in through your nose, and you breathe into your abdomen. Exactly. That's when you have to sit up. You have to lift up from Baihui, because like this, it's not possible to breathe into the abdomen. I mean, it's possible, but it's very restricted, okay? So your lower back is slightly arched, and you're lifting from Baihui. This is how you're supposed to always sit, most of the times best. But of course, you know, that's years of practice. So, or you practice standing, but then the relaxation is probably not as deep as when you sit. So you breathe into the abdomen, and best is when you breathe into lower dantian. When you breathe in through your nose and lower dantian. And it's natural breath. We don't want you to then you can't make a natural sound anymore. So your natural breathing, and with the practicing and with the going deeper and deeper, your breath is going more even, more smooth, more slow, more soft, and more longer. Okay? So this is happening naturally as you breathe naturally with this sound practice. And then you just make the sound as good as you can make it. It's supposed to sound the way Janse makes it, or I make it. I do feel all the right areas activate, so I guess I get the sounds to a degree right, even so I think that, you know, this will change with the years. And then eventually you get to a chi sound from the physical sound, which means that only you can hear the sound, the practitioner itself. So it's very silent sound. Also a very, you know, not very loud. When others are standing around you, they wouldn't hear you practice. And then the third step is Shen sound. So you don't make a sound at all anymore. You only are the sound. You think the sound. You become the sound. It's a very deep state and a very strong activation of the chi. But it's a very, very calm and peaceful activation of chi. It feels really beautiful. But so you have to build this practice incrementally, I think you call it in English, step by step. Okay, so you start with the physical sound, and after a few months, you see if you will just know when you go to the Qi sound level. And then again, you keep practicing and you will just know when you have to go to the Shen sound level, or can go, when you can go to the Shen sound level. Important is that you need, the goal is to activate the Qi in the areas that you work on. So you need to feel the vibration there before you can go. But after that, you can choose freely which sound you make. Just remember also the physical sound is not sounding like a bunch of Hirschen. Yeah, deer, but what's a male deer? You know the male deer when they're coming, when it's time to have intercourse, sex in nature, and they go. On the retreats, pardon me, this is not a lot of Gongqing, but I have to laugh, really. You think there's a whole bunch of mad deer around. So this is too loud. Then you probably don't feel vibration in your inside, in your Qi, because it's disrupting more than anything else. Okay, and also we never want to forget. Just don't forget that there's other people around when you practice in a group, and But actually, I'm always happy I don't have to make any sounds then anymore. They activate the Qi for me. So it's quite funny. Okay. When you're breathing in, there's no mind activity other than maybe being aware of Dantian. Okay? But just breathing in, become empty, and just enjoy the breath. There's no little or no mind activity. Basically, no more than when you do Dantian breathing. And when you breathe out and make the sound, you have to do all the things that we talked through yesterday when we talked about mind activity. Remember, the colors, the good information, or the true intention in a very deep state of consciousness. Okay? So, fully infused with the vibration, feeling and sensing it, the vibration, that's what you do as well during the sound making. And then breathing in again, next to nothing. Nothing, I explained yesterday, isn't possible, but next to nothing. So very beautiful. It's a really gorgeous practice. That's what happened to me before when I was showing you the opening. I came in such a beautiful deep state and I just enjoyed, so I figured I'd just do the sounds. I didn't want to stop, to tell you the truth. I was a bit egoistic, but I think it was good for you to see the whole method in one flow, actually. So it should be okay. That might have been a positive aspect in selfishness. Good. So much to the sounds. So let's learn the sounds. Liver sound, green color. The area is here and here inside. And the sound is chu, sorry. You write it X and U. Hold on. The English, yeah. Actually, you write it in a way that you English-speaking people don't have. It's a U with two dots on top. For those people of you who speak German, Ü. Umlaut? Okay. Umlaut U. Umlaut Ü. Okay. Mandy just whispered to me that you guys know that. It's with a T in the front and a Ch. Okay, so just make the liver and I will make the sound. And then I will make it 2 or 3 times. And then just naturally after 2 or 3 times come on in. I recommend to you to first listen. First listen. 2, 3 times, and then just join in. And we're gonna do the sound a few times. Just make the liver hand now, the index finger. Don't worry about any other visualizations. We're just gonna focus on the sounds for now, okay? And Mandy, without any restrictions, just make the sound. You wanna come here? Okay. So just close your eyes, draw your vision back. First listen 2, 3 times and then join in. Feel also inside of your rings of the fingers. Feel if you can feel the chi vibrate in your hands, in the open palm. And feel in the left and the right side under the ribs. Breathe in. 2. Form He Yin hands, draw Chi back to middle Dantian. Nourish Chi in middle Dantian. And gently open your eyes. So the good thing about an online workshop is that you can now keep going back to this sequence and practice with this. It's going to be online for a whole month. If you take yourself time every day, you can use and practice with me. But have you become aware what I mean with the breath? Everybody has a different length of breath, and it's almost impossible to actually equalize with someone else. Especially since I have practiced a lot by now, it's gotten much longer, my breath already. So it's just a matter of practice, yeah? For some of you, maybe others already have longer breaths. That's perfect then, fine. The next sound is the heart sound. So let's form the heart fingers. the middle finger, putting the thumb on the pericard place. And just relax your hands down on your thighs. The sound is written H and E, and it's the first word of the Yin hands. There is a slight in the front. And it's not an E, it's almost like an umlaut O, Ö. It's a mix between an E, an O, and an U. Yeah. Middle finger. They're going inside as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a tricky one.
Mandy has some knots in her fingers. Okay, you all have the hard hands. Relax them down. Lift from Bai Hui. Relax the body. Close your eyes. Listen 3 times first. Form Yin hands in middle dantian. Draw Qi back. Nourish Qi in middle dantian. Draw Qi to middle dantian. And gently open your eyes. That's the heart sound. Have you felt your heart?
Thanks.
Okay, let's form the spleen hands, the thumb. Yellow color, golden, the center of your abdomen, stomach. And the sound is H, U, but it's more an O than a U. Again, it's a H before. So listen again, first 2 or 3 times, and then try to join in. Draw your vision back, close the eyes. Form He in hands, draw Qi back to middle Dantian, nourish Qi. And then open your eyes. The next sound is the lung sound. The lung sound is written S-I, but it's a zzz, like a bee buzzing around, zzz, or a fly actually. So you keep your tongue at your teeth and to the bottom of your teeth. And the angles of your lips, the tips of your lips, they open to they open to the sides. And in the beginning, there is all sorts of vibrations happening here until you bring the focus into your lungs. It's white light. Let's make the lung fingers, which is the ring finger with beautiful rings. Relax your hands. Draw your vision back inside. Listen 3 times again beforehand. Form He in hands. Draw Qi back to middle Dantian. Nourish Qi. Gently open your eyes. Let's learn the kidney sound. Kidney sound is next. Form the kidney hands, the little finger, and relax them. Little finger coming out. Now this sound is actually two sounds in one. It's written Chui, C-H-U-I, but it's more an O and an E. So it's a ch first, but a very little, just a very silent or very calm ch, and then an O and an E. Listen to it 2-3 times first and then try to join in. Look straight forward, draw the vision back. Draw Qi back to middle Dantian. Nourish Qi in middle Dantian with the Heiyin hands. And gently open your eyes. So it changes from the OU, more O, to the E, but, or actually an I, so you write it I, C-H-U-I, but you make the sound O, and the O part is actually longer, but it's a more, you know, so the O is longer and then it turns into an E. Okay. Let's learn the sound for Sun Chao. I just need a little bit of water. So because I'm teaching, I'm trying to make the sound louder. So you can hear it well on the online, on the recording over the camera. I hope this works out quite fine, but I guess you do hear me, so this should work out. The sound for Sun Chao is Shi, written. It is written in Chinese in X-I, but it's the word for her, she, he, she, it, she in English, and for I'm going skiing on a ski in German. The ski, Skifahren, Skifahren. Okay. Make the Sanjiao hands, form the whole hand. Relax, also no finger, thumb on the fingertips. Relax, draw back the vision. Form Hei Yin hands, nourish Qi. Open your eyes. So those were the 6 organ sounds. You have an explanation of the movements of your tongue and lips in your handouts. You can use those or not, but definitely use the sound. And there is not much more that I can help you with other than transmitting to your Shen as I did the vibrations and hoping that your Shen can pick up on it. This is simple years and years of practice. So some people might need years to actually feel the Qi being really activated, depending on the level of your Shen and the level of the health of your pure organ Qi, but also depending of the level, that's what I meant with the level of Shen, depending on the level of your sensitivity to Qi. Some people feel Qi the first day in the Qi field, in the Qi healing, and others need years to feel Qi. So don't feel upset if you don't feel any vibrations happening yet. Just with diligence and with joy and regularly practice, build your practice up incrementally, meaning you have seen I'm not doing more than 6 to 7 sounds for you as beginners yet. That's enough, and you can practice all the organ sounds behind each other, but after that you draw Qi back to middle dantian before you open your eyes. And I recommend to always then draw qi to lower dantian before you actually go out into the normal life again. Activating pure organ qi comes with activating all that hangs with it in the total reality, meaning if you have negative emotions, this pure active organ, this pure organ qi is also activated. That means, but in a negative way. So if your consciousness is used to only activate that qi with negative emotion in connection, and now you're doing the sound healing, there might be a few connections in your consciousness who go, oh, okay, and it might trigger one of those emotions. It's not a problem. You know that, that's why I'm saying it. And all you need to do is draw qi back afterwards to middle dantian. And you build yourself always a qi field. This is sound practice. The qi field is for the purpose of practicing sounds, practicing activating the qi for a healing purpose. And you'll save. And eventually the sick information around this activation, meaning the emotions, the negative, will disperse and clear. You also have to do some pattern work around some of those emotions. But the sound healing is a healing. It can help you a lot with some emotional states, but it can also activate it a little bit when you practice. But you know how to deal with reactions. I have advised you to read up on reactions again and repeat reading it. It's worth it, or it's well worth doing that. Okay, so don't sit there and make an hour the sound for make the sound for one organ for an hour, and then you practice another hour, another organ. Okay, start up gently, softly, and with natural breathing, and as long as you're in a calm, relaxed state, you should be fine, especially when you nourish qi afterwards. Okay? So now let's learn another 3 sounds that we need for the closing part before we then practice the whole thing all together. There's 3 more sounds: tong, ling, and qi. You all know qi. Tong means free flow. When we make the sound tong, there is a mind activity with breathing in. So you breathe out with tong, with the sound tong, and there's a mind activity with both. When you breathe in, you think middle dantian. When you breathe out and make tong, you think all the organs. So look at me. You breathe into middle dantian, and then the vibration goes into all the organs. It's spreading from the center out into the whole, in all of the organs. Okay? Breathing in, middle dantian, breathing out, vibrate all the organs. With the sound ling, there is something very important. This is actually in your handouts, how you breathe, but it's good when you write it down, that's fine. Very important, the ling sound is only half the length of the other sounds, so it's shorter. But you still have to use your natural breathing. That means you breathe in normally, then you make the sound, and then you fully exhale after the sound. Okay? Don't make the mistake in breathing in, making the sound, and immediately breathing in again. Naturally keep exhaling. And there's a mind activity with this. When you breathe in, you think the whole head, the whole area of your head And when you make the sound and fully exhale, you observe qi going into the center of your head, upper dantian. So you observe the qi. If I'm right, the qi keeps going deeper and deeper into upper dantian as you keep fully exhaling, even without the ling sound. The ling sound is a tiny bit higher pitch sound than the others. It's still a low sound. It's just because it's an E. I hear a lot of people go ling, but it's not that way. It's still a low pitch sound, but it's naturally a little bit higher pitch sound than the others because of the E. Okay, but there's no bells ringing actually. Yeah. So half the length, shorter, and the mind activity is the whole head, and with the sound and the rest exhalation, it's center, 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 and deeper into the center of the head. Huh? To focus into the center of your head with the sound and with the rest of the exhalation is really important, because you're activating qi very strongly. And you don't want to have it hanging in your head. You want to get it into the center to balance, to focus, to settle the sound, the vibration back. Yeah? We don't want you bopping through it the whole day like this, because the qi in your head is bobbling about like that. Okay? So drawing it back to dantian. Don't forget that. If you forget, no worries. You're safe. It just might feel a bit funky when the qi keeps bubbling about in your head. Okay, good. The third sound is qi. And it's a funny sound because it goes down. So it goes qi. There's a mind activity with this. When you breathe in, you think all the organs, and when you make the sound, the qi goes into middle dantian. And it's a very strong sensation, and it's quite funny because the qi, it is like in waves. It goes in and into middle dantian, and then deeper and deeper and deeper into middle dantian. It's like, ooh, it's a very cool thing, really, what happens. And the qi is coming from all directions, from all the organs, and it just goes in and deeper and deeper. I love Sha Yuan. That's why I'm getting a bit excited, so I have to draw myself a little bit back now, using too much hard qi. But this is such a cool sensation, really. So I will make the sounds, and you listen 2 or 3 times, and then you join in, and we're going to make all the sounds in once. And I have to open my legs a bit. Okay. No? I have to open my legs completely. Okay. Good. For these sounds, we form Heiyin hands. We put them to dantian, middle dantian. And for the ling sound, we're going to bring our hands up above the head, so that there's a fist width between your hands. You don't want to touch the head, okay? And you want them not standing like this, you want them upside down and up above by hui, which is not the center, it's a little bit in the back. I have sent you the photos, you can look exactly where Bai Hui is. So you don't have it in front of the forehead, you want to have it on top of the lower dantian, on top of Bai Hui. Okay? Good. And then you just bring them back down for the qi sound here again. Okay? I will tell you all of this. So draw your vision back. the tongue sound. First listen 3 times or 2 times. The tongue sound is thinking, breathing in into middle dantian, breathing out all the organs vibration. Lifting your hands up above your bai hui. The ling sound is halfway, breathing in, thinking the whole head. Sound and rest exhalation is deep into upper dantian. Bring the hands down to middle dantian, nourished chi. By the way, with the sound, tong and ling, you do not make the chi at the end. The chi is not spoken, it's silent. We make the chi sound. Breathing in, you think all the organs. Make with the sound, you think deep into middle dantian. Chi. Chi. Nourish chi in middle dantian. And gently open your eyes. Okay, so we have learned all the sounds and we have learned the movements. And now we're just going to learn the rest, the closing. Before we then practice the whole thing once together, all together in this course, because then we have learned the whole Yuan method. So as you see, the theory is far exceeding actually the practice. So the practice can be practiced in quite a short time. Of course, with time you can expand the practice, you can make the sounds more often, you can, take time, but you can also make it short. Okay, you can, nourish qi longer or shorter, it's all up to you. The closing or the ending has a name. 3 circles, 5 turns, Tong Ling Qi. So we have learned the sounds already and what we do, mind activity. So all we have to learn is the 3 circles and the 5 turns. And actually, since I have showed you that already, you can all stand up with me together. Feet shoulder width apart. And now just stand all the way on the, like we said yesterday, to the left a bit more. Yeah, good. That's okay. And parallel. Also upwards. Good. Okay, feet parallel and shoulder width apart. Let me think. So we have just done San Chao, hands. And then we opened and we came from the Qi universe and Qi ball to He Yin, hands, mind in middle dantian. And this is where the ending begins. It's the beginning of the end. So we turn 5 times left and 5 times right. A little bit like in the liver segment, with the whole body, upper body, facing all the way to the other side. And in the ending, it is like this. There is a movement, then there is a sound, then there is a movement, then there is a sound, and then there's one more time, a movement and a sound. So it's very simple to remember, very organized for the organ method. So 5 times turn your body left, stay upright, lifted from Bai Hui, make sure the whole upper body faces 90 degrees to the sides. And you turn back to the center, and without stop, you turn to the right. This is 1 time. And we do this 5 times, at least when we learn. That's why it's called 5 turns. 2. Now, while this is happening, is here you're breathing in and you're wide open. And when you turn, your qi is twisting like a wet towel. And you're breathing out, and the qi is wandering and being squeezed into middle dantian from both areas. Do you know when children are playing on the swing and you turn yourself on the swing and then you let go and the swing turns you very quickly? And then it opens again? Do you know that game? So this is what happens with your qi. It's being drilled or, twisted into your middle dantian as you turn, because throughout the organ segments, the organ has been, everywhere the qi has been activated, and now it's open, and we want to bring it back into middle dantian. And it's opening again, all the way down and up, and it's being brought back into, squeezed really into middle dantian again. Yeah? Does this make sense? you know, when you have a wet towel and you start to twist it and twist it and twist it, in the center, the drops are falling down. And this is what happens. So you're like this, and then you twist, and the chi is being brought into middle dantian. And you keep your, I just saw, you keep your toes, as a naturally your knees, you don't really bend, you stay upright, but of course everything is natural. And you breathe in when you open, and you breathe out naturally. This happens when you squeeze it, when the chi is being squeezed into middle dantian. And again, naturally breathing in, naturally breathing out. Naturally breathing in and being wide open, and naturally breathing out. Okay? So you do this 5 times. 1, 2, 3. So 1 left and 1 right is 5 times. Then you come here and then you make the tong sound 5 times. Remember, breathing in, tong, thinking. Breathing out, thinking all the organs. So like this, you want to just smooth the chi everywhere out. Okay? So turning 5 times the sound tong. Then comes the next movement, which is 3 circles. Imagine your hands being inside middle dantian. The 3 circles are going. So it's 1 circle, 2 circle, 3 circle. The first circle is going from middle dantian up, naturally turning your hands to in front of yin tang, and this is where the chi and the hands are coming out of your head into the universe, and you lower the body, and your hands are going into a point that's called Yuan, which we learn. And then you're coming up, and the hands stay like this, come out of Tanshong, and come down into Du Qi, your navel. And then the hands come up to middle dantian, and the 3rd circle is inside middle dantian. And it's a very tiny going up and down. So when you do the big circle, you go deeper down, and you come up. Then you do the 2nd circle, and you don't go as far down. And with the 3rd circle, the little one in middle dantian, you just have a little tiny going down and up. Yeah, easy to understand, right? Now we just have to learn, as you all know yin tang, you know tanshong, we have learned those, you know middle dantian, you know du qi, and 3 sun below your du qi, your navel. Your 3 tsun is 3 times the width of your thumb, or those 4 fingers. So 4 fingers underneath your du qi, the navel, and below there is Yuan. Like Yuan, just with 1 chi at the beginning, Yuan. But you do have it in the link in Dropbox in the points. But it's easy. Your 4 fingers under Du Qi. That's where you go in the first big circle. And then your hands go inside up and coming out at Tanshong and going down into Du Qi, coming out at middle dantian into the universe and making a circle in middle dantian. The first circle, you have to naturally just turn the hands. So it's easier. It's very uncomfortable if you would have to keep them like this. Can you see? It's almost, it's really restrictive in the shoulders. So that's why Janse just made it simple. You bring the chi up inside your head, and you bring it out into the universe, turning your hands going down, coming into Yuan, bringing your chi up inside, bringing it back out in Tanshong into the universe, bringing it inside Du Qi, bringing it up into middle dantian, bringing it out in the universe and into dantian. Yeah? Now, It depends of your understanding of what is inside and what is outside. Eventually, you become one with the universe and you're actually circling chi in the universe, but you are unified with the universe. And you feel a very strong circulation of the chi. It's really moving like this. But it can happen to you that you feel it's all happening inside the circulation, because then you are unified with the universe. So don't think too much body, but in the beginning that's what you have to think, and eventually it will change. Okay? It's all good and raw and right then. So that was the movement after the sound tone, and now comes the next sound. So you've just done this little circle in, or the universe and middle dantian. And then you nourish chi a little bit in middle dantian, or you, with your breathing, you just let the chi rise up. And you make the sound 5 times, ling, with the mind activity. Then you bring this down again, which is the sound. And after each sound comes again a movement. And that is 5 turns again, big circles. And you start in going slightly over to the left. So the first circle is small. And it's always, when you go down, you have a little movement with the knees, down and up with your body. The second circle is a little bit bigger, but you stand balanced on both legs. The third circle is again a little bit bigger, so you go a bit further down. The fourth circle is almost going in Guan Yuan. And the fifth circle is going all the way down to your pubic. So it's the whole jiao and all the way up to your shoulders. And then you end up exactly here where you started, because we said we went a little bit to the left higher. So when you have your middle dantian here, you have like a center line there. Let me draw this. Yeah, very good. So let's use this little gadget again, since we have such cool things. Again, we draw a human being. Oh God, with a very square head. Okay, here we go. And so we have an upper body with the 3 jiao. And we don't really need the legs, but maybe. I'm fabulous in drawing, as you see. It's really not good, but it's okay. It will do the trick, because what I want to show you. So here is middle dantian, let's say. And we're going to have a line here. So you're starting with going slightly to the left first and have a little circle. Then you make a bigger circle, number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5 is going all the way up to the shoulders. I think I have to make one more. Hold on. 1 from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anyway, this is where the stop is. Okay, here on the center line of middle dantian. Okay, do you understand where you start? You go to the left, and then from there you always make a circle bigger, bigger. And then you make a circle smaller and smaller and smaller again. 1. So I didn't make this right before, I think. This 1 circle. 2. It's mainly because I can't draw. The circle number 3. The circle number 4. And the circle number 5 is bringing you back into dantian. Okay? You always have the midline here. Oh, there's another gadget. Hold on. So you always have this center line there. And from here you start counting your circles. I hope this helped a little bit. I'm having fun here. I'm just trying to have some ideas. I don't know if this helped you. I hope it does. So, yeah. And it's your left. So you're going to the left first, and then you go one circle to the center line. And what I do is I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to here. And then I count 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Because when I count 1, I get confused about the size. So the 5 is always the biggest circle coming out, and also the smallest circle coming, the biggest circle coming in. Yeah, so you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Because then the 1 always has the same size, and the 2 always has the same size, and the 3. That's just me needing this kind of help in my head with counting. Maybe this helps you as well. The mind activity is being, when you get bigger, you get expanded and more and more and more wider in the universe. And when you make the circle spiraling in, you bring the chi from the universe in. Okay? Do you know what I mean with the mind activity? Yeah? So you're expanding and you're drawing back. And after the circles, you have ended up here again. This is where the sound chi is being made. Thinking all the organs breathing in, chi going back into middle dantian. Then you nourish a little bit chi of the middle dantian. Then you bring the chi down, you guide it down into lower dantian, you nourish chi a little bit there. And then you do the closing that you know already, drawing the chi around, sending it into lower dantian, to Ming Men, lower dantian, and then open out. And from everywhere, turning chi, drawing chi back. That's fine, no worries. And then you rub chi in 3 times left and 3 times right. And then you do the head and face. So one more time, just to remember, 5 times turning, squeezing the chi into middle dantian. Then comes the sound tong. Then comes the movement of the 3 circles. Then comes the sound ling. Then comes the movement 5 turns, getting bigger, and 5 turns getting smaller. And then comes the sound chi. And then you just nourish chi, and bring the chi around and draw chi back and rub chi in. And that's voila, that's the whole practice. Okay, so we're going to do this now, but I wonder if I should ask, if there's any questions. I'm going to check my emails and I'm going to check the chat. There's no emails. Let's check the chat. Okay. So someone had the question of doing the movement of San Chao again. I guess I best do it from the sides without the drawing. So basically what you want to do is you here with your samshao hands, and you come up, and the hands go a little bit away from your chest so you can make a round towards inside. And then you go a little bit around so you can make a round inside. So it's not, this is wrong, going up, turning the hands, the palms, and coming down, turning the palms and coming up. That's wrong. Okay? So you're coming up a little bit away from the chest. You make a circle, a half circle. You come down and you make another half circle. A little bit away from the shoulders, half circle towards the shoulders. Down, a little bit away from the pelvis, half circle towards the pelvis. A little bit away, half circle in, and so on, and so on. I hope this helped. Let's see if there's other questions coming in. Not so far. Looks like it's all very clear. Oops, there it's gone. I'm just going to check my emails one more time. Remember, the whole practice is supposed to be done in one fluid movement. There is no big stops anywhere unless you want to just hold and nourish chi in middle dantian when you get there. So that is always okay. Learn the mind activities, learn the information about organs so you can infuse right information, learn the locations. Learn to be in an open state and also learn to make the sounds without inhibitions. That is best done in a room by yourself or in nature, if the nature is silent. The sound practice, because I'm always for practicing in nature, but the sound practice is almost easier in a room in the beginning because you hear yourself better. You know, from the acoustics, you just hear yourself better when you're inside a room. And that is quite important actually for hearing which sound. So once you feel some chi activated, then you have the right direction for the sound. And then you need to kind of know how this needs to sound. On the other hand, all you need to do is feel the vibration and then you will make the right sound. Yeah. Remember to not make the sound up here. Try to get the sound from middle dantian. And always enjoy your practice. I'm gonna just check this one more time. Okay, looks like there is no more questions. What we are going to do now is we have half an hour left, and we are going to do a short run of the whole practice together. Meaning that, meaning that, we'll see, maybe we need a few minutes more. We just, maybe we just need, I just go very naturally and relax through the whole practice together. Look straight forward. Your feet are shoulder width and parallel. It is quite important to check the position of your feet for this method, because you do this turning of the body and you then, you want to have it quite, how shall I say, you want to have it all nice and parallel and balanced. Yeah? Arms hanging naturally, lifting from Bai Hui. Look straight forward and draw the vision back to the center of your head.
Tongue tip is resting on the upper palate. Relax the whole body. Relax your head. Relax shoulders and arms. Chin is tucked in, the neck is long and open. Relax your chest cavity and the upper back. Relax your abdominal cavity and the lower back. Think Hui Yin and lift Hui Yin to Ming Men. Relax your legs and feet. Relax the whole body. Awareness inside. Emptiness and spaciousness within. Send your awareness out into the universe, becoming one. Draw the awareness back to the chi field and inside you, calm and peaceful. Open to the universe with reverence and utmost gongqing. Gratitude to be allowed to learn such beautiful methods that safely and effectively heal your pure organ chi, and with this directly and indirectly your whole life. Let this bright chi and information nurture your heart with love and compassion. You are relaxed, free, joyful. Chi is flowing harmoniously and smoothly. Opening, unify, heaven, earth, human. Create dew from the essence of heaven and earth. From the wrists, gently lower your body a little, slightly bit. Wrists rising up and now down. Move the whole chi of the universe down through you and down the universe. Lift it up. Lift the chi from the universe below through your body up into the universe above. Hands go up, down, wrists leading. Lift the chi up, rising, the back of your wrists leading, down. Think the whole universe, form prenatal He Yin hands, circle the chi to middle dantian. Open and close the teeth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18. Red dragon swimming in the sea outside. Left. 1. 2. Draw chi from all directions into the whole chi field area of your mouth. 3. 4. 5, 6, red dragon swimming in the sea, outside, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, inside, left, 1, close the teeth, 2, mind activity, draw chi from the universe, 3, 4, infuse healthy information, 5, 6, to the right, 1, 2, move the chi in all areas in the mouth, 3, 4, 5, 6, rinse with your saliva 6 times, moving about. Imagine the universe is cleaning and cleansing all inside. Swallow chi down left, think Dantian. Right. Swallow center, think Dantian. Think the universe close to middle Dantian in He Yin hands. Open, think the universe to prenatal He Yin hands close. Think inside, draw chi. Open, close, 3. Open, use your mind, draw chi. Close, 4. Open, 5. Close. Open, close, 6. Middle dantian open, form the liver hands, lower the body slightly. Breathe in, turn to the right. Point with your fingers. Breathe in, lowering the body, centered forward, left hand forward. Breathe in, lower the body, turn to the left. Centered, breathe in, point forward. One more time. Turn to the left. Think green, the area. Come down. Breathe in, Think green area. Come down, form the heart hands. Think red and the area of the heart. Breathe in. Form a heart. Move the chi up inside, breathing in. Think red, heart. Breathe in. Breathe in. Lowering the body. Lift chi up. Breathe in. Number 6. Think red heart is healthy and well. Halfway, lift your body, form the spleen hands. Breathe in. Stand up. Think golden gel, yellow. Breathe in, come back down. Feel the stereo stomach vibrate. Breathe in, bright yellow light. Breathe in. Stretch the arms fully. Breathe in, lowering the body. Stretch. Breathe in. Stand up. Lower the body halfway, form the lung hands. The lung hands, the fingers are looking upwards. Breathing in. The white light, open the chest. Round out the back and the chest, breathing in. Breathe in. Four, breathe in, rounding, and open the chest with white light, making the sound. Breathe in, coming together. 5. Breathe in. Stay upright naturally. Lower the body, form the kidney hands, come to middle dantian. Breathe in, left hand up. Right hand down, breathe out, lower the body. Breathing in, think bright black kidney area. Breathe in. Kidneys are healthy and strong. Breathe in. Breathe in. Last time, breathe in. Come to middle dantian, breathe in, lift your sun chow hands, feel the vibration from top to bottom. Circle, lift up a little bit away from the body, breathe in. Lift up, transparent, bright light filling sun chow. Breathe in. All the organs are healthy. Last time, breathe in. Form a chi ball. Draw chi to middle dantian, He Yin hands. Nourish chi in middle dantian. 5 turns, 3 circles, Tong, Ling, Chi. Lift it from Bai Hui. Turn 90 degrees to the left, breathing in. Breathe out, open, facing forward, breathe in. Naturally, you should go to the right. Breathing out, this should usually turn to the left, go in, breathe in. In your natural breathing is determining how fast you're going here. Breathe out to the center, turn to the right. Chi is being squeezed into dantian, breathing in, chi is opening, breathing out, breathing in, Go out. Last time, turn to the left, breathing in. Center, keep moving, turn to the right. Chi is gathering in middle dantian. Open, become the universe. Draw Chi. Think for the tongue sound inside middle dantian. Breathe into middle dantian with the tongue sound. Breathe out to all the organs. Vibrate all the organs 5 times. Breathing into middle dantian, out to all the organs. Middle dantian, breathe in. 3 circles, lift the chi up inside to the head. Circulate out at yin tongue. Lower your body down to Guan Yuan. Inside, up to Tam Shon. Move the chi out, down, lower the body into Du Chi. Lift the chi up, stand up. Middle dantian, out, lower a little bit. Into middle dantian, nourish chi. Lift chi up. Into the head, hands above by Hui, mind, the whole head, breathe in, sound Ling, and rest exhalation goes to upper dantian, deep inside. Breathe in, Ling. Half short sound. Guide the chi down from upper dantian inside to middle dantian. Nourish chi there. 5 turns, a little bit vertical to the left, tiny circle, 1, going bigger, up, lower your body and stand up. To the vertical line, 2, 3, move the chi in the whole universe and inside of you, 4, biggest circle, 5, down, all the way to the pubic and up to the shoulders. Finish your circle to the vertical line on the left side at your ribs. 5, turn the other way. Big circle, move the chi from the universe back into you. 4, lower the body and stand up. 3, chi gathering in middle dantian. 2, 1. Nourish chi in middle dantian. Make the sound chi 5 times. Breathing in, thinking all the organs. Breathing out, chi is gathering inside middle dantian. Breathe in. Chi. Feel the movement of chi. Think all the organs. Think middle dantian. Nourish chi in middle dantian, shen in middle dantian. Guide chi down to lower dantian, nourish chi there. Draw chi from the chi field into lower dantian from around the body. Open out, think the universe, draw chi back. Draw chi back from the whole course to dantian. Anchor and pack the whole chi field into your lower dantian. Nourish chi. Keep drawing back the chi field from yesterday and today. Inside dantian, rub chi into dantian left. To integrate all the knowledge, the chi and the information. 3. Turn to the right. Observe the chi circling inside. 2. 3. Yuan is yours from now on. Nourish chi. The health of your organs is up to you. You have great support from now on. Feel the joy and the safety in this knowledge. And then gather chi in your hands for the head and face. In tongue, send chi in, open your head. All reactions are dispersed, no reactions necessary. All is smooth. In tongue, send chi into the head. All is in balance. Eyes. nose, airways, the whole face. Comb chi through your consciousness. Consciousness is bright, alert. All the information has gone in deeply to affect your life in a positive way by Hui Yu Chen. Vibrate chi through the ears to the center of the head. Block it out. And massage your earlobes from top to bottom. Pull the lobes. Relax your arms. Say something positive to yourself. All the organs are healthy, functioning perfectly, and the pure organ chi is abundant. Shen is clear and wise. Open your eyes and sit, please. How do you feel now after practicing your first Sha Yuan? For those of you who have learned it, dopey. Mandy looks quite dopey. Stoned from chi, beautiful. Do you feel relaxed? Do you feel quite nice? Did you feel some vibrations going on? Or maybe not yet? It's okay. We just had to learn everything, and it was the first whole round for complete beginners of Sha Yuan. But you know, again, this is the positive side of an online course. You can now use it and go through it again and again. This was quite a short version with short times of nourishing chi and so on, and also a lot of talking of myself to guide you through the practice with, a lot of guidance. And you can use this to learn the sequence and to learn everything, and then get to practicing without CD. Now, in my web class on Thursdays, 7 o'clock in the morning, live in California, but not live the whole week over, or 4 o'clock in the afternoon in Europe. We will practice more. We will practice only the sounds. We will practice the whole Sha Yuan method from now on. So you're welcome to join if you're not yet participating in the web class. Send an email to me or to Tara if you'd like that. If you have any other questions, I'm going to have a check. There's no other question has come in so far. I'm just going to check my emails now. If there, sometimes for practicing the question might come up. There is no email so far. It should be all quite clear. In the end, it's just a matter of it really is just practice Sha Yuan. There's not much demonstrating. The movements are very simple and straightforward. And you have pictures in your handouts. You can revise it here. So it is it seems to be very clear. What is left for me to do is say thank you so very much for your trust, to wanting to learn from me and to join me. From the bottom of my heart, and also thank Yuan for his knowledge and sharing His knowledge with us, so we can all work together on our lives to make it better. And to come forward with our health, happiness, strong sense of well-being, good connection to ourselves, happy relationship to others, really balanced relationships, and cultivation of wisdom. Thank you so much, and good night or good day.